Boom! Welcome to Football Scientific. I'm Aaron Sauter, professor of football science. I'm a writer for footballanalysis1.com, CFLNewsHub.com, UFLNewsHub.com. I spent most of the weekend writing articles, most of the week writing articles, honestly. It's been kind of a slow news week in the world of professional football, but I do have a few news and notes to hit late on a Sunday, and we'll wipe the slate quick clean for next week. I do have an article I'm working on about why the UFL and the NFL should work together to create a G League for the NFL. That should be a fun one. I'll probably have it done tomorrow sometime. It'll be published Tuesday morning, I suspect, or maybe even tomorrow afternoon. Either way, it should be a fun time for everyone. And it should explain how the UFL can really capitalize on the need for the NFL to have a place to develop some players that maybe would normally be considered busts. A good example of this is Sam Darnold. He just needed time to develop. What if other players just need time to develop? It could really improve the play in the NFL if they had a G League. So that's how ours is going to be about. Remember, I also covered Hamilton Tirecats to the CFL, Orlando Storm with the UFL. The UFL is going to start cranking up a training camp soon. CFL is still a little ways away. Okay, so let's go through the news. Before that, I'll talk about my co-host, Tyler Tiger. Fired up, ready to be here. We'll talk about the little bit of news we saw in the UFL, CFL, and NFL. We're going to have a great time, and then we'll close it up and get writing, I guess, right? Is that right, Professor? That's right, Tyler Tiger. We'll get writing. That's right. So we'll hammer it out and have a good time. Let's have a great time. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Here we go. So first, news and notes in the NFL. The Buffalo Bills have hired former veteran head coach John Fox to be their senior assistant coach. Seattle Seahawks, Ravens director of football strategy, assistant quarterback coach Daniel Stern is leaving to be the pass game strategist for the Seattle Seahawks. Okay. New England Patriots, quarterback coach Ashton Grant was going to go to Las Vegas Raiders, but he decided he's going to stay in New England and work with Drake May. He thinks there's more winning to be done in New England than Las Vegas, which is probably right, at least in the short term. Seattle Seahawks are hiring former Ravens defensive guard Zach Orr as their new inside linebackers coach. He's rejoining with Mike McDonald. That's nice. Seattle Seahawks, they have hired 49ers tight end coach Brian Fleury to be their next offensive coordinator. Okay, they did that this afternoon sometime. Las Vegas Raiders have promoted run game coordinator Rob Leonard, defensive run game coordinator and defensive line coach Rob Leonard to defensive coordinator. Clint Kubiak's keeping the people who get along with Max Crosby on the stats. Good call. LA Rams are set to hire Robert Wright as their new defensive assistant coach. Seattle Seahawks, they are hiring quarterback coach Andrew Janocko as their new offensive coordinator. He has also worked, like Clint Kubiak, he's worked with Kyle Shanahan with the 49ers, so there's continuity there over the offense. Arizona Cardinals are expected to hire University of Miami defensive pass game coordinator Zach Ellard as their cornerback coach. Las Vegas Raiders have hired Rob Leonard, D coordinator. Seattle Seahawks, Brian Fleury is offensive coordinator. I guess some overlap there. Las Vegas Raiders, Giants defensive line coach Matt Roby is moving to Las Vegas to be the run game coordinator. That's probably he's going to be the secondary coach. Boom. Also, the Las Vegas Raiders are going to hire a guy to be their offensive coordinator. I forget who that is, Janocko. Yeah, I think it's Janocko. He's going to be the offensive coordinator of Clint Kubiak. And he gets along well with Clint Kubiak from their time together in Seattle. The Saskatchewan Rough Riders, they signed NFL veteran running back Darrell Anderson Jr. They signed American defensive back James Bargeson, and they signed American offensive lineman Jason Williams. Winnipeg Blue Bombers signed American wide receiver Jamal Myers. Our Red Blacks had American wide receiver Andy Isabella. Edmonton Elks released American defensive lineman Martez Ivy. BC Lions signed American defensive back Deontay Ruffin. This was all done Friday. Like I said, we are a little behind on the news. Boom. In the UFL, the Orlando Storm have hired Jordan Kitna as their new quarterback coach. He's John Kitna's son. Not the good one. And then they hired Colin Thompson as their wide receiver coach today. Pretty uneventful. So that is, we're caught up on the news from the weekend from the UFL, CFL, and NFL. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let's look ahead to brighter seas. Remember, check out footballanalysis1.com. I just finished a breakdown, a regrading of the 2025 NFL Draft. That'll be published tomorrow morning at 7:30. I have some Hamilton Tiger Cats articles, some Orlando Storm articles, and then I'll have why the UFL and NFL should work together to create a NFL G League out sometime tomorrow. So that is the plan, and that was Football Scientific. We're closing the portal now. Have a good night. Oh, share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Boom, that's it. I knocked it out.